My name is Guy with Jewelry Store Marketers, and I'm going to talk to you about driving local customers to your jewelry store by optimizing your GBP or your Google Business Profile. So this is really important. It is one of the highest ranking factors for local searches when somebody is searching for something. Okay, now what is GBP? I don't know. I got my stupid photo up there so you could remember it. So Google, just like all the technology, you probably know that things change so fast. Man, 6 months ago it was different. And almost about 6 months ago, Google Business Profile was more commonly known as Google My Business, GMB. It's even easier off the tongue. Hey, my GMB is doing great today. Now you have to say GBP. Just, I don't like it. I don't like it. But anyway, we follow by the Google rules on how to get found. So your Google Business Profile is really important that you optimize it. Now, just curious, how many people here use their Google Business Profile? Perfect. How many people think they've, filled in all the details and all the information? Do you guys post to it, like add pictures? Great, okay, perfect. These are all good stuff. But a lot less hands went up, in terms of posting. And that's important also. It's not the most important thing, but I will show you the highest ranking factors for Google Business Profile. Now, I have some stats here. 93% of consumers use online searches to find local businesses. So when they're looking for something, bike repair, jewelry repair, custom engraving, or whatever it is, they'll start with a Google search. Okay, they'll do it from their phone or they'll do it from the computer. They'll even ask Alexa, Alexa, please show me where I can get my watch repaired. And when someone's looking for that service or product, they start 93% of them start with a search online. So that's really important. So you have to make sure that your website and your Google profile, when people are optimized, so people find you. Now, local and organic searches make up of 69% of overall digital experiences. So it's really a lot and very important. 42% of the local searches involve clicks to the Google map. And finally, 42% of local searches involve the clicks to the map pack. And I'm going to talk to you about what those are. And the whole reason why I got into the issue of my computer a second ago, I wanted to bring up a Google page and show you what the map pack is and so forth. And I don't want to mess it up again, so I'll describe it and you probably know. Show of hands, how many people have Googled yourself? Right? Googled your business. When you search for your business, Guy's Jewelry, you search for Guy's Jewelry, you're going to find Guy's Jewelry, right? But if you search for engagement rings, and that's the one you're like, oh boy, I hope I'm here. When you search for engagement rings, how many people think you get found right up at the top? Perfect. And there's a lot of factors for that, right? So let's get into it. So what is your Google Business Profile? So again, it changed over the last 6 months. The Google Business Profile, this is it over here. Okay, good. I thought it was in front of me. So this is your Google Business Profile. Shows you how many reviews you have and so forth. Now, when you in order for you to get to your Google Business Profile, you have to claim it, but also easy way to get your Google Business Profile is you just type in My Business. My Business, it's going to bring it up. And this is, again, about 6 months ago, you could click these little dots up here and click to Google My Business, but they love changing it on you, and now they're doing it right in the browser. So right here. So when you look for your Google Business Profile and search for My Business and find yours, this is how you can basically optimize, work on your Google business profile. This window right here. So you can edit your profile, promote customers, check reviews, ask for reviews, things like that, right? So this is a research done by White Spark. It's done by a community of of SEO professionals, basically looking at what's the highest ranking factors for local businesses. Now there's two sides here. Local pack is when you do a Google search and you look for engagement rings, you will see a map and 3 listings, okay, and a map right next to it. Those top 3 listings next to the map, that's your local pack. Sometimes it's called your map pack, but it's the top 3 results with that Google search. Like if you search for custom jewelry. And so basically the map pack is those 3 listings. Anything beyond that, below that, is your organic rankings. Okay, so there's a difference, and there's also a lot of information that you need to do to optimize your business for both. Okay, so GMB, again, when this was done in November, it was still GMB, but over the years you could see that the importance of GMB has grown a lot. It's 36% of your local map pack, local pack results. So, again, my stupid face, but these are the 20 different factors that the professionals in the industry say these are the most important things that you need to do to rank your Google business profile higher. Okay, and I'm going to break down each one. Oops, how do I go back? Okay, so the number 1 is your primary category. Now, I did a search in my area, found Paris jewelers, and I use a tool. I use a lot of tools, and if you come by the booth, I could do this for your business, or you can install it yourself. I use a tool called GMB Everywhere. It allows me to see what categories are associated with each Google profile. So Paris Jewelers here in my backyard has jewelers, Chinaware store, diamond buyer, gift shop, jewelry buyer, and so forth. But Matani Jewelers only has jeweler. Okay, so, and the star means it's their primary category. So the top ranking factor is your primary category for your Google business profile. So in your area, if you're searching for jewelry repair, and you find others up there higher, you can use GMB Everywhere. It's a free Chrome extension to look at what their categories are. Okay, so, and you'll see what their primary category are. Feel free to make that primary category your primary category. And feel free to use and add all the different categories that they also have. So that's the primary category. It's so simple. It's really simple. You just have to set your primary category to the one that's most effective. So, the second factor, keywords in the business title. Now, this is really effective, but dangerous. So, what's that mean? Now, Perry's Emporium is a client. They have 2 stores. They have a store in Wilmington, North Carolina, and Schlote, North Carolina. Now, as you will see later, the Perry's Emporium Wilmington store, their name is Perry's Emporium of Wilmington. I do not see any, there would be no jewelry in the name of the Google profile. But the newest store, Schlote store, is new and they really haven't had a lot of reviews. They got 2 Google reviews. They really, the other stores open longer and all the repairs go over there, but they have that other store about 30 minutes away. So what we did was change the business title very simply to Perry's Emporium Fine Jewelry. Now, we can do that because it's right on their sign. I bet their business card says Perry's Emporium Fine Jewelry. Now you can't just stuff your business title with custom and jewelry, engagement rings, wedding bands, and everything. Because your business name or your signage and so forth doesn't say all that. If you stuff your business name with all these keywords that are not present in your marketing or part of your real business company name, you're going to get banned. They're going to take you off Google, and that's going to be bad. But if you do have a store name similar to Perry's Emporium that doesn't say Joe's Jewelry, and you do have material, your sign says custom jewelry and more, make sure that's right in there. Okay, because when people are searching for custom jewelry, that's the second highest ranking factor for your Google business profile. Now, Google even said you can enter your business name exactly as appears in the real world across signage, stationery, and other branding. Okay, that's what they say on the Google page. That's the support page right there. But again, don't stuff it with just keywords because you can, and that will bring you up. It'll probably bring you up faster. If Google finds out, then it's going to be bad news. The third factor is your proximity to the point of search. Well, you can't change the fact that the person searching for an engagement ring is 30 miles away and somebody else is closer. So that is the next factor. You can't change where they are or where you are. But you can change this. Physical address in city of search. So we're in Minneapolis. I don't know Minneapolis very well, but there's probably some towns not too far from here. And the jewelers that are not too far from here probably would like, when somebody searches for engagement rings in Minneapolis, that they also get found because they're only 15, 20 minutes drive away, right? Mall of America is 15 miles away, right? 15 minutes or so. So what some do is they open up another branch and then into the, where they want to get found. If somebody 10 minutes away, but not in Minneapolis, wants to be found for a keyword in Minneapolis, they can open up a small branch here. Not the most convenient, but they are pretty strict on that. You can't just create a second Google business profile and say, okay, I am in Minneapolis. Sometimes it won't work, and they're going to crack down on that as well. The fifth ranking factor is your additional categories. Now, we already looked at it earlier. Jeweler is their primary, and then they have all these other additional categories. So if you just have jeweler or jewelry store, make sure you add all the other things. Watch repair, custom jewelry, whatever it is. Add all the categories you can that's relevant to your business. Now, here's Perry's Emporium of Wilmington. This is exactly how the two GBPs were set up, Perry's Emporium of Wilmington and Perry's Emporium of Schlote. And we changed Schlote to fine jewelry. We didn't touch Wilmington because that 1,000 Google reviews and they've been around for a while, and really everybody knows we didn't want to mess with it because it's doing great. It's #1 in all the, I have a way to take a look at your 13-mile GeoGrid and see if you search engagement ring, what rank would you be found right within your mile radius or 5-mile radius and so forth. But the sixth factor is rankings. So everyone obviously is familiar with rankings are a good thing for your business, right? Somebody searches and they see somebody with 1,000 5-star. And then you got somebody with 100 with 4.9. You might go with this guy. Now, I did see a study that the most effective ranking star that people trust more are between like 4.6 and 4.9. For some reason, perfect 5 stars looks a little bit fishy. But you know, having great reviews is fantastic. The 7th ranking factor is the completeness of your listing. So make sure you complete your listing. Add all your store hours. Add any services. You could add your services. You could add products. You can add a link to your instant chat, like a WhatsApp or something. Additionally, not only completeness, but it should be accurate. One way Google uses to verify your identity is to check your different profiles on the internet. And can't see it here. Your name, address, and phone number are very important. In the SEO world, we call it NAP, N-A-P. But make sure it's exactly your Google business profile. The way the address is exactly the same way as your Facebook, your website. And when I say exactly, I mean down to the period. Drive, DR period, and DRIV are all 3 different things. So if it says DR period on your profile, make sure it's the same on your website, same on your Facebook page, same on your Yelp. Just keep it all very consistent. If you put your phone number with the parentheses, area code, then space, that, you know, just keep it very consistent, exactly down to the characters and so forth. Another stupid photo. Quality of inbound links to domain. Part of SEO is verifying your authority, and inbound links will be helpful. Now, for a local business, local inbound links help you a lot, like Chamber of Commerce, or you do an event, you're part of the Memorial Day parade or something, and you're a sponsor, and you know, they link to your website from the town or something. Those are all good links. They're all local links, but the quality, sometimes you can get a link from a link that's not so high quality. Maybe not the place that you want to get a link from. The little, you know, pub on the corner. I don't know. But make sure it's a high quality inbound link. Any link, local businesses, it will be much better if you have local links. But if you got a friend with a great business across the country and he's willing to give you a link, perfect. Keywords in the reviews. So this is important, because how many reviews have you gotten saying, boy, those guys at Guy's Jewelry are great. Go see them. Okay, you probably have reviews like that. But then, to Google, it doesn't say anything about what you do. Ask Lori Cott here in Minneapolis. I did some searches, and she said, Lori is so good. My fiance and I ended up doing a ruby engagement ring. Perfect. That keyword is right in the review. Lori created my wedding band, and there's a ring over there. So when you're asking for, oh yes.
What if they don't put anything like any keywords in their review? Can you do a response with the keywords?
Yeah, I would respond. It was great. You know, thank you for trusting us and making your wedding bands, and you know, congratulations. Absolutely, include that. It's more powerful from them. So make sure when you ask for reviews, say, hey, please give us a review, and tell, you know, if you could include what we did for you. We made you that, you know, eternity band, or you know, when you guys, whatever it is, make sure you include or ask them to include keywords in the reviews. It'll be way more powerful than just 5 stars or thank you so much. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of them, but removal of spam listings through spam fighting. there are some people that figure out that you can game the system a bit. And that's by stuffing keywords in the titles and so forth. Or creating new listings that's not even real. And there's a way to tell Google. Tell Google about that. And there's a link at the end. But keywords in the GMB landing page title, quality of native Google reviews with text, quantity. The other one was keywords. So having 1,000 is better than 200. This is pretty, this should be natural, but you have to verify your Google business profile. Now, I just verified a Google business profile for a company, for one of the brands we work with, Invictus. It's a body jewelry company. It took 3 months to get this thing verified. So there's a few different ways, but what I had to do is tell them to send me a postcard. And I just got that postcard the other day, and I had to enter the little number that's in the postcard, but get it verified, because that's really important to, so you can update your profile and so forth. Internal linking across entire website. That's where you, let's say you have a page, on your home page you say, we do engagement rings, custom wedding bands, jewelry repair, and each one of those you link to your jewelry repair link, those keywords, you link it to your jewelry repair page. So that's linking within your website. Geographic keyword relevance to the domain content. Sometimes there's some, I'm looking for somebody in Minneapolis. Somebody actually types some of the things. There's all kinds of very specific, minute things. Quality of the inbound links to the GMB landing page, proper placement of the map pin. I had a guy at the Atlanta Jewelry Show come to me and say, hey, when my customers check my Google business profile and they follow the directions, it goes behind my building. They never know how to find my front door. It's like in the parking lot next door. So it's really important, you just check to make sure that pin leads to your front door. And obviously it'll make it easier for customers to find you at your front door and not your back door. Page authority. There's a lot of technical things here, but there's a lot of different rankings. A lot of different rankings that add in, checking the time, that add into the Google business profile. Now, I want to go back. Let's see. Okay, this is the end, and this is the resources I was telling you. Now I want to go back, but the Google Business Redressal Forum. That's where you can kind of tattletale on somebody gaming the system. Because if they're up there in the top spots, and they shouldn't, because Google's trying to level the playing field. You can't just do this, and when you have good quality local businesses that are doing what they should. And I think that's in the information you have. But I want to go back. Okay. So when we do SEO, local SEO, one of the biggest things that we handle is Google Business Profile. And we do optimize it. We create a map embed on your website, but we also post twice a week. And that's, so everything I kind of mentioned in terms of different ranking factors helps you rank your Google Business Profile. But how do you rank your overall website? So beyond the map pack, those 3 listings next to the map, beyond that, on the first page, there's 10 organic listings per Google page. How do you get to that top 10? And when you search for engagement rings, how many people find K's and Jared's and all these other guys, right? But so as local, you have an advantage over them being local. Now obviously they have their local branch, or down the mall they got the Jared's or whatever, but you can do more to to beat them. Now on that first page, sometimes you'll find in one of the jewelry stores that you're like, I guess this guy's in town, but he's not the biggest player. And so there's a lot of ways to rank your business with using SEO, but the factors I mentioned earlier are for your Google business profile. The local organic results really would be beyond that map pack. And when you click on under the map pack, and I wish I could show you, but I don't want to mess it up again. If you click more places, then you see the map and you see all the businesses along the side, and then you scroll down, maybe that's where you find yourself somewhere in there. And if you're down there 7, 8, 9 spots, most likely the people up in the 1, 2, 3 spots are getting the most traffic, getting the most clicks, and if they have the great reviews, and people are automatically saying, okay, let's give these guys a shot. But I mentioned some of the other ranking factors at the bottom of the 20 factors earlier, talk about landing page and so forth. So, and right here on your local, GMB is your 36%, you're optimizing your GMB or your GBP now. But links and on-page and citations and all of this are related to your website. So it's really important to not only manage and optimize your Google business profile, but you should also optimize your website. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. For local businesses, definitely create one page per service. You got 10, so you could watch repair, but also you specifically fix Rolexes. You could do 2 separate pages for each one. Because when somebody searches for Rolex repair, and you don't have that page, they might find someone else. So I would create a service page for each service. Additionally, I live in Paramus, New Jersey. It's north of 30 minutes outside of New York City. But town next door is Ridgewood, New Jersey, very nice town. People in Ridgewood searching for jewelry would possibly not find me, my jewelry store. I don't have a jewelry store, but Guy's Jewelry is this pretend thing that I'm going to open someday. But the people in Ridgewood might not find me because I'm in Paramus. So what should you do is you create a town page. You can create a town page for every page in the area. Ridgewood, find jewelry. But I'm in Paramus. Doesn't matter. You can, because some people will do those searches, and we've done this for a variety of different clients. And beyond the town, the county, multiple counties, the state, now they're getting found because we created these extra pages to get them found in those larger areas. So there's really a lot of factors to it. It's not difficult. It could take a lot of time. There's a lot of factors and so forth. So really, that's it. I'll open it up for questions if there are any. Anybody have any questions? Oh yes, a few.
What does a town page look like?
A town page. I wish I could. I'm gonna. And then you're gonna see my messy. I got to get online, and I don't know if that's gonna work. And
back to the resource slide.
Oh yeah, sure.
For you.
Oops, there it is. So I'm going to see if I can do this. Okay, I got plenty of time to do this, hopefully. Oh, thank God you can't see my screen while I do this. So I'll bring up a town page, and we'll show you what that looks like. And oh, nice. Is there any other questions? Someone back there had a question.
Mine was basically the same thing. You just like put a picture of a ring with the building in your town as a backdrop, or like with a PNG file in front of it. I think that's
Right. So let's see here. So basically, a town page. I'm going to try to get it up here. It's not being cooperative. It's basically a summary of your business. You could let's say for my example, Ridgewood, New Jersey. I would have fine jewelry in Ridgewood, New Jersey as a title, and there should be one main title on your page, which is called your heading 1. Should only be one of those, and you would have Ridgewood, fine jewelry in Ridgewood, New Jersey. A little summary: guys, jewelry's been in business for 30 years, and we do all this stuff. Here's our services. A little snippet of each one of your services. Here's what our customers say. Add some reviews. Here's some top brands that we cover, and so forth. And don't ever forget to have your call to action on your website.
So to clarify, like that could basically be an about us or a history page.
It can be.
You basically call it, Guy's Jewelry Store in Ridgewood, and / Ridgewood or something like
Yeah.
that is what you title it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, really, it could be an about us. You could basically take a little bit about your services, your about us, put it together, and put a title of Ridgewood, New Jersey Fine Jewelry. Yes.
But it's not actually in Ridgewood, so.
No, exactly.
Is that wrong because it's not technically in Ridgewood?
Well, see, the thing is, it's your website. Do you, 5-10 minutes away from your town, do you sell to people 5-10 minutes away from your town? 10-15 minutes from your town? Absolutely.
So technically you are the jewelry store of that area.
Absolutely, but just because your town is this little small area, why shouldn't you get found for outside of it? Because proximity is one of the important things. Yes?
On that same idea, when Google's doing the search, if you use county instead of towns, like,
Yeah,
I'm from Western Mass, there's a lot of this, it's a very tight area.
yeah.
But if you just do a county page, you're kind of covering all the towns. Is Google going to search? Like if someone in 2 towns over from me is searching, but they're in the same county, and I have a Hampshire County jewelry page,
Absolutely.
help pick that up.
Absolutely. And what we do typically is we kind of structure it. We'll have, in my town, my area is Bergen County, right? So in Bergen County, there's a ton of towns, 20, 30, 50 towns. So we'll say we service Bergen County, but we service in Ridgewood, New Jersey. And yes, it is a bit repetitive, but when that customer finds you, they're really not going through your website to me. They're looking at what's important to them. Should I go to them to get my custom engagement ring? So there's a lot of different factors, and if anyone is interested in a little analysis about your own website, your online profile, your Google business, feel free to stop by. I'm new vendor, so I'll be in the new vendor pavilion. There's really a lot to it to get found. David earlier talked about what to do when you're when you have people in front of you, right? But how do you get them? How do you attract the customers to you? And when the first thing they do is this. Okay, I need to get my bike repaired. Let me go find somebody to go get my bike repaired. I know there's 20 shops. Who should I go to? So they start with a search, and if they're not finding you, or if they find you but they find somebody else that's maybe got higher reviews and so forth, so they'll make a decision. But we know that the people up in the top spots, that's nobody's going. A lot of people are the top 3 search listings, that's the most clicked. Even on the first page, lower part of that, very few people are clicking.
Can you make those like town pages and stuff, you don't have a direct link on the application part?
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to put it at the top. At the top you have your services, your products.
We have like a blog section, we're working on blog section too.
Yeah, so a lot of times we put like towns we service down in the footer, like of a website. You put that, you create a little menu, towns we service, and so we put that there. And yes, you could have a direct link to each one of those. It doesn't have to be, blaring right up at the top. You could put it, you can tuck it away down at the bottom, but yeah, have links to it, absolutely. Because the thing is, Google uses, there's so much to SEO, but Google will use your site map to go index all your pages, right? And if you got no link to a page, it's called an orphan page. Google doesn't like that. So yeah, create links to all that. Any other questions? Yeah.
So I know this is about Google, but should we care about Yelp or any of those other platforms that?
Yes. Absolutely. The Not, Yelp, all those listings, and those are what's called citations. And earlier we talked about quality of citations. And you basically create one thing that we do, and everybody can do, is you create a profile with all these different services to link back to you. And Yelp, Yellow Pages, BBB, all of them. Create a profile. Make sure the link leads back to your website. Make sure your NAP, name, address, phone number, are absolutely identical. And if you can get positive reviews there, great. But yes, part of the service we do is we continuously build citations or business listings for our SEO clients. But yes. Any other questions? Does optimizing your GMB, oh, I did it, I'm so used to it. Optimizing your Google business profile, does it sound difficult? Not too difficult, yeah.
I noticed, thankfully, I guess mine's secure, but when you're in the URL, I've gone on many different websites and seen that they're not secure. What?
Yes. So she was saying that some websites are not secure. And these days, Google cares about every piece of your website in order for them to evaluate if they should rank you higher. So in the last couple of years, Google created something called page experience. If a page experience of a visitor is not good, they will rank you lower. So part of that is security. If your site's not secure, let's throw them down here. Not great on mobile. Their website's not mobile friendly. Let's throw them down here. It's disorganized. And sometimes you ever look at your website on your computer in the store and it looks great, but then you look at it on your website, your phone, and then it's like, oh man, that's hard. You can't click this button. It's, it doesn't fit well. The words go off the side, and that's because it's not optimized for mobile. So all of the different factors are important, and that's why Google created something called page experience. And right in Chrome. I wish I could show you again, but it's not cooperating. Feel free to stop by, I'll show anyone. But right in Chrome, there is tools, Google Chrome, so I'm not a Mac guy, so I don't know if you can get Chrome on a Mac. But in your Chrome, you can, there's even tools built in to show you how your page experience is. And then again, you can, and it's called Google Lighthouse. And a little technical, hit F12, go to Google Lighthouse, run the thing, and it'll tell you. But I'll be more than happy to take a look at your information if you like. But there's really a lot to different aspects, and in order to get ranked high, there's a lot of different things you can do. They're not difficult. Some are a little technical, but you create great content, organized content, great inbound links, a great experience, so secure, mobile friendly, and so forth, and all these different things. And this is all these different aspects we do for our SEO clients to get you ranked high when somebody's searching for what they should find you guys for. Any Any other questions? Okay, perfect. So again, I am in the, you know I'm an SEO guy because when I wanted to have my keywords in my title, so I named my company Jewelry Store Marketers. So when you guys are searching for jewelry store marketing, they're like, oh look, there they are. And JSM, so you know, that was all deliberate, why, you know, why I named it that way and why I do things, but we are all about SEO and trying to get you guys found. I'll be happy to give you guys advice on what you guys should do. If you guys have an internal team, tell you do this, do that, whatever, give you some resources. Yeah, but stop by. Yeah, I guess I still have about 5 more minutes.
And do you do websites as well?
I'm sorry?
Do you do websites as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. We build websites. We've been doing for the past 15 years and all types. I'm sorry, first?
Is there a way for us to check if we have orphan pages on our site?
I'm sorry, if you have?
Orphan pages?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a tool that can does an analysis. It tells you all the different things that issues and broken links, orphan pages, missing, all kinds of things that could be missing. And there's so many itty bitty things. Like every picture should have an alt title, and every page should have a unique meta tag and meta description. There's a lot. And your eyeballs will roll when you see what all the different factors are. And we kind of go through all of them and try to, you know, address each one. Sometimes we can't address it all in one shot. Yep.
So does meta tags, because that's very big in like websites right now, is there any like quick rundown, or is it very detailed you have to go through?
So the quick best practice is your title. Put your main keyword in there, fine jewelry, custom jewelry, whatever it is, and keep it to 165 characters max. Because what Google will do is they'll truncate the rest of it, and then it might not make sense, right? For your meta description, keep that to 165 characters max. Again, throw all your keywords, you know, meta back 10 years ago, meta keywords doesn't mean anything anymore. Meta title, meta description, because when someone searches, that's what they'll see on that Google search. So you can make your listing a little bit more attractive if you optimize, or you know, put your keywords, make it the right length, your meta title, meta description. Yeah. Any other? Yeah.
So I'm not tech savvy, and so like I think this is complicated, but so you're talking about inbound links.
Yep.
You gave an example of like your friend who owns a business and they do something with that link. Can you like go over that again? Like what is that?
So an inbound link is a link from another website to your website. Now the best type is a text link. So on their page they have fine jewelry by whatever, your fine jewelry store, there's the keyword fine jewelry, and that link to you. But like my client's Perry's Emporium, it said Perry's Emporium, there's a link. That is an inbound link to them, but it would have been better if it said Perry's Emporium fine jewelry, because that keyword is in the link. So textual links are better. Additionally, not every website, there's something called a domain authority score. And every website kind of has one. Your domain, a lot of local businesses, the domain authority is pretty low because it doesn't always have to be, but when you have inbound links, the higher their DA or domain authority, the better for your website. So that they call it link juice. So that domain, their authority kind of transfers to you a bit, saying Google looks at your links and say, wow, high authority website linked to them, so they must be of an authority. So links are important. Getting the right ones are good. And if you have a link, I've seen client websites that have links from porn sites, and they have no idea how. And sometimes these scammers, hackers, whatever, would just do all kinds of craziness without, obviously, us knowing, right? And you can, in your Google Search Console, again, another little technical thing, you can disavow a link, meaning you can say, Google, I don't know these people, I don't want them associated. Maybe they link to me, but I'm disavowing. You could not consider it a link that I want associated with my site. So there's a lot of, there's a lot of small intricacies with SEO, but we do build websites, and when we're doing SEO also, we consider all of this. We take all of this into consideration, build your service pages, your town pages, and do all the different unique meta tags and so forth and so on. So anyway, thank you. Oh, one more.
Is there any negative impact to disallowing links?
No, as long as you don't want to, any good link, you don't want to disavow that. But
No, but when you see you've got hundreds of links that have no relevance to you.
as long as they're not bad, right? If maybe they might not providing really a lot of value and benefit to you, keep them there. But if you're getting linked to from some questionable site, okay, that you want to disavow that. You don't have to, you don't have to worry too much about those links from a site that are, it's a good site, decent. They don't have a lot of authority or whatever. It's fine. You could keep it there.
And the process to actually disallow them, is it complicated or is it simple?
It's not too complicated, but in order, 90% of our SEO clients never claim their Google Search Console. And it's not as easy as the Google business profile. So typically when we're onboarding a new client, can I just log into your machine so we don't have to say, type this, do this, and they watch me do it, and but yes, it's not difficult. It's not difficult, but there's so many properties. Like you think that, okay, I have a Google, I got a Gmail, I should have my Google's account, my Google business profile, my Google Lighthouse, my Google this and that. No, they don't talk to each other. Like you need to create that one and this one and this one and the other one. You got to create all of these Google profile, different Google logins and accounts. But what's that, Lighthouse? Well, the Lighthouse only tells you your reviews your site, but it won't. You can't disavow links and so forth. Yeah.